Hola a todo el mundo, bienvenido a Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. En el último episodio hicimos el capítulo 4, intentamos matar al Dead Knight y nos dijo "Nope, toma un crítico". De modo que hoy vamos a empezar el capítulo 5 y ya sabéis, nos veremos a fin de mes, yada.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Ya podéis ir a nuevos lugares del monasterio. La iglesia de Cero está abonando 5.000 de dinero para financiar las actividades de... ¡Oh!
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
¿Por qué lo desheredaron?
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seros could not hope to defeat you.
¿Por qué te planteas esas cosas?
I'm just marveling at the potential. Besides, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher?
¿Cuándo abandonemos el monasterio?
Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
El emblema de fuego. Fire Emblem.
Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Oh. ¿Quieres ver qué está haciendo Edelgard?
Save.
¿Quién sería?
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
Ay, pobre Sotis. No bully de Sotis.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here?
He oído algo.
Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep.
¿Tienes pesadillas?
Ah, so you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child.
Como Shinta.
Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating.
¿Puedo ayudarte de alguna forma?
No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing.
Sabes que puedes confiar en mí.
I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try. But only if you swear not to tell a soul.
Por supuesto.
I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne.
Qué horror.
Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again.
¿Una advertencia?
Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
El apoyo de Xavier del Garzubozo. Eso ha estado bien. Hoy es el cumpleaños de Manuela. No hacer nada. Ah, no ha ocurrido nada en 10 días. Oh, bueno, nos vemos a fin de mes. Pero antes... Ah, bueno, sí. Voy a necesitar más sellos de esos. Algún apoyo más habrá, sí. Hubert. Blah, que me ahogo. Hubert con Ferdinand.
With this idea, I may be able to get the one up on Edelgard. This again. Hubert! I wish you would not sneak up on me like that.
Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition.
Sedition? Absurd. This is an important project.
Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior you are to Lady Edelgard. She is not your rival, Ferdinand. She is above you. A noble like you ought to know his place.
Anything is better than being a noble like you. Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. Do you ever think for yourself?
Esto me recuerda a Félix con Dimitri. Con Dudu.
You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your time fretting over her, and yet you never truly express an opinion of your own. Before you reprimand me, take a moment to consider your own failings.
Your nonsense is tiresome, so I hope this will be the last time I have to remind you. Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son.
Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the wrong course of action. That is what I strive to do, always. Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard, so that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own, you will never be much of an advisor.
Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever stop flowing?
Todo lo que ha dicho Ferdinand es cierto, Hubert.
Your obsession with all things superficial is disgusting. It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
Gran apoyo, sí. El nivel de apoyo entre Hubert y Ferdinand es Ferdinand sigue siendo mi personaje favorito de Black Eagle, la verdad. Linhardt con Dorothea.
How did you know Dorothea was an orphan?
I hear she buttered up some noble and he enrolled her in the academy.
Does someone like that even belong here?
I suggest ignoring them.
Lynn, don't scare me like that.
You seem less scared than surprised, but that's quibbling, I suppose. As for those two gossips, unimportant. I suggest forgetting all about them and their petty words. Join me for a meal. I've been the target of a lot of gossip, and eating generally makes me feel better.
Don't pretend we're the same. If I could brush it off so easily, I would.
It doesn't seem particularly difficult. Where's the problem? Is this about your pride?
No, not even a little bit.
Mientes.
What then?
Lynn, please just go away. I want to be alone right now.
That's fine. But your life is your own business. It's not something that can be affected by the petty words of a stranger.
Linhardt tiene razón.
Ah, sorry. I kept talking, didn't I? I'll stop now.
Please do.
Linhardt tiene razón ahí. Bueno, nos vemos a fin de mes. ¿Quieres ver qué está haciendo Hubert?
It seems I am discovered. I suppose that means assassination is out of the question. At least for now.
¿Qué crees que estás haciendo?
Merely keeping an eye on you for the moment. Nothing to be concerned over. Unusually watchful. Difficult to steal upon in slumber. Perhaps an odorless, tasteless poison. Lady Edelgard certainly took interest in a difficult one this time.
¿Por qué me sigues?
I suppose that question does warrant a response, considering it may mean your life. The answer requires me to explain some of the complex internal politics of the Empire. Are you familiar with Volkard von Arundel? He is Lady Edelgard's uncle.
Sí, sí, he oído hablar de tales. Sí, Hubert, he oído hablar de tales.
You may also know him as Lord Arundel, the Empire's regent. Many years ago, he took Her Majesty and fled to the Kingdom of Fargus. Then after a time, he returned to seize power. Joining forces with Prime Minister Eyre and my father, Lord Arundel rendered Emperor Ionius IX politically impotent. Lady Edelgard is Ionius IX's daughter. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of her sadness at his betrayal. I see something of Lord Arundel in you. When I look at you, I feel I can almost see a second self lurking beneath the surface. It is as if you are in constant dialogue with something inside your heart. Something with desires very different from your own. Does that description feel familiar to you at all? Because to me, you seem unpredictable. As though you could turn traitor at any moment.
Puede que tengas algo de razón.
The more I learn about you, the less I like. I had thought you might be of use to Lady Edelgard. But now I am beginning to think you may, through no fault of your own, present too great a risk. I hope you will prove me wrong, Professor. I would hate for this to come to bloodshed.
Ay, Hubert. Sigues estando demasiado estresado. ¿Alguien más? ¿Quieres ver qué está haciendo Petra?
Professor?
Es muy tarde.
Please take my apologies. I lost time while I was training. There are not many chances for real fighting here. My body is more weak than it was. Weaker. I will keep training now. I hope your night is good.
No, no deberías dejarlo por hoy.
I need to have more training. There are things that I have not done yet. Things that have to be done. For the future, I have to try with hardness. Training, studying, socializing. I will not always be having time to do those things. And speaking the language of Fodlan, I worry I will never be doing it just right.
¿Por qué te exiges tanto?
Why? Because the position of Bridget is weak. Fodlan and Dagda are big. Bridget is a small island in the middle of them. Bridget has great beauty, but little power. We will not survive unless we get more strength. I will lead Bridget, and so I have responsibility. I have to have more strength than anyone.
Te lo pones muy difícil a ti misma.
Having more strength than anyone might be impossible, but I have to give it my best try. I am an ally of everyone, and I have belonging at the Officers' Academy. That is also why I try with hardness. You can always be counting on me. But you should know that one of these days will be when I return to Bridget. Before that day, do not try stopping me from trying. And please, keep watching over me. with you, I can try with more hardness than I could alone.
El nivel de apoyo se tras su bebé. ¿Alguien más? No, muy bien.
We must be working with.
Hola todo el mundo, bienvenidos nuevamente a Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Estamos a fin de mes, el que es posiblemente el capítulo que menos me gusta del juego porque está muy vacío. Es grande, pero no hay suficientes enemigos para hacerlo grande. Hay muchos ratos donde simplemente caminas sin más o tienes que pararte para lidiar con los refuerzos. Sí, no me parece un gran capítulo, la verdad. Este y el de la niebla de guerra son los capítulos que en sí menos me gustan del juego. Que alguno tenía que ser el que menos me gusta del juego. Son estos dos. La buena noticia es que a partir de aquí todo es cuesta abajo en lo que respecta a diversión. Y con eso quiero decir que me gustan más. Hay menos ratos y más de ¡yay! Tenemos apoyos, vamos a hacer eso primero. Tenemos unos cuantos, como podéis ver, empecemos. Edelgard con Bernadetta.
Bernadetta, why are you following me? You were following me quite conspicuously, so why attempt to hide now?
Quiero ser tu amiga, pero me da vergüenza.
Please don't hurt me!
Calm yourself. I have no reason to harm you.
Forgive me, I beg you. I'll go straight back to my room and you'll never see me again, I swear.
Bernadetta.
Yes, Lady Edelgard.
Please explain why you were following me and why you tried to hide.
Is Her Highness saying she will not condemn me?
Que respondas a la maldita pregunta.
Please, speak like the human that you are. I already said no harm will come to you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Permit me to explain. Lady Edelgard, you are fearless. I look up to you as an example to follow.
And that explains it. How?
I decided to watch you from a distance, to learn from you, but your presence is, intimidating. I got more and more scared until I finally couldn't help but try to hide. Forgive me, I threw myself upon your mercy.
Honestly. Look, nobody is truly fearless. Even I have things that I'm afraid of.
What? You do?
You seem oddly overjoyed at the thought.
No, of course not. But, what in the world could possibly frighten you?
The sea. I find the pitch black of the open sea at night quite frightening.
Huh. Curioso.
I can't swim, so if the sea were to wash me away, I fear I would never return.
Huh.
The sea? I think I may have seen it once. Maybe. I didn't know you couldn't swim. That's a surprise.
Again, my shortcomings delight you. Everyone has fears as well as things they can't do. How many times must I tell you?
I really did make you angry.
Hombre, te estabas alegrando de que no sepa nadar, no sé cómo lo ves. Quiero decir, es curioso, pero tampoco es en plan ¡ay! Edelgard tiene puntos débiles. ¡Qué bien! Tampoco nos pasemos Bernadetta, no jodamos. Siguiente, Caspar con Petra.
All right, time for some more. Oh, Petra. Hi.
Caspar, do you want to train with each other?
Yeah, sure.
You have had new training recently, and great improvements. I want great improvement too. Will you give me help?
Well, hey, look at that. You pay more attention than I gave you credit for. I have been trying new training methods. They're definitely paying off. My movements are much sharper lately, more precise.
I am knowing that. I want that too. You teach, I learn. We both get more strength. It will be greatness.
Alright. I mean, I guess we can give it a shot. Petra?
Yes, Caspar?
No, never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking about something else. Nothing at all. Let's train.
I heard a question in your voice. Say it.
No. It's really nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will not be worrying. Can we begin the training?
Ah, fine. We can talk about it if you insist. You can stop pretending like you don't know.
What the fuck estás hablando, Gaspar?
What am I knowing?
About my father.
Your father? He is of the military in the Empire. I hear he has great skill.
No, not that. Well, it's kind of about that. I'm talking about when Dagda and Bridget invaded the Empire. My father led the Empire's army that fended off the invaders. Your father was in that battle. Did you really not know? My father killed yours.
You... How long have you had this knowing?
I just found out recently. I had no idea before then. But it's all I've been able to think about since.
So, now you have the truth.
Petra? Damn it. What am I supposed to do now?
Él lleva a Petra, Gaspar y Petra a su poder. Dorotea con Petra.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Bridget.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Bridget, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes from back home.
I do wish for that. But there is no possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
I suppose you're right. That's probably why they don't cook the food of Bridget in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Bridget. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
Wait, Dorothea. It is the thinking that counts. But your cooking is... What is the word? Horrendous. That is what everyone is saying anyway.
Vale.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
The thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you loosen up.
I have no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
No seas pesada, Dorotea.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Just know that you never have to worry about putting me out. I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
Ya, pero no eres una opción bisexual, Petra, con lo que solo queda en estaría bien. Lorenz con Dorotea.
Looking as lovely as ever today, Dorothea.
Oh, save it for your noble girls, Lawrence. I'm not in the mood.
I was only being polite.
And it really was quite wonderful to be so near your elegance. Now, if you'll please excuse me.
Now hold just a moment. I have tolerated quite enough of this impertinence. Not a word has escaped my lips to imply that you are anything less than a highly attractive woman. But I am the heir to a noble house. I have a duty. Thus, I am unable to engage in courtship with you. What is it about my circumstances that you seem to find so very amusing?
All of it? You're no different from the men who flirted with me when I was in the opera. As long as you're getting what you're after, you don't much care what a woman wants, needs, or feels.
¡Habló! Habló la que busca casarse con alguien rico sin importarle lo que piense el otro. Hola, Dorotea. Did the pot call the kettle black? Yes, it did.
That is truly what you think of me? I am afraid you have completely misunderstood.
Oh, have I? Do explain.
If noble status were my only priority, then I could be married 100 times over by now. But birthright is not sufficient for me. I am not looking merely for an accessory. Marriage is a relationship of mutual respect, support, and trust. If my wife and I are of the same mind and of the same worth, then together we can achieve anything. That is why I make overtures to so many ladies. I am in search of an ideal.
You're searching for someone who matches your vision of a perfect spouse? How odd. So am I. And everyone else.
My standards are somewhat more exacting, but yes, I suppose on that point we are similar. Please understand that I'm acting with the best of intentions in search of a partner.
You're more serious than I thought.
¡Ja!
And so earnest, it's almost adorable. If you met a peasant girl and fell madly in love, would you be able to give her up? Break her heart?
I would have no choice. The worlds of the nobility and the common folk are simply too far apart. I cannot choose to abandon my duty merely for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
Lawrence, you're dangerously close to dedicating your life to the lie that nobility is something special. I hope you realize that before it's too late.
Lawrence es muy buen personaje. Lawrence me gusta mucho como personaje. Vamos a la misión. Esos apoyos me han animado. La herencia de los Gautier. El hijo desheredado de la casa Gautier ha robado la reliquia de los héroes de su familia y está sembrando el caos con un grupo de bandidos. La iglesia encarga a los estudiantes que acaben con ellos y restauren la paz.